It is not uncommon for dinosaurs to travel from place to place, usually to find essential resources or to migrate to specific areas. It is an essential part of any dinosaur's life, after all. But these journeys are usually short, and groups of dinosaurs only travel for long distances in bigger groups. Yet, some herbivores will travel extreme distances, and in some cases, will travel around the entire mainland border of Gondwa. One of these rare instances was documented, and we have the fantastic opportunity to watch one of the longest distances traveled by a group of dinosaurs possible. This has been dubbed the awfully big adventure phenomenon. The sounds of a flurry of footsteps sound the arrival of a flock of Struthiomimus. Known for its incredible agility, they can reach speeds of 50 miles per hour. Such strong legs strut across the green grass and tough grounds of their familiar forest. The flock is currently preparing themselves for something truly special, a grandiose journey across Gondwa. Though they cannot move as fast as they might be able to, as they have younger members in the back of the flock who need to stay close. But when all of the members are here and accounted for, it is time to finally begin. As the flock travels, it is imperative that all members stay near in case of any potential threats, so the faster adults in the lead will stop or trot to allow the slower juveniles to catch up. But it also allows the younger members to take a quick rest before continuing. But before long, the flock is ready to continue on their adventure. The flock eventually reaches a small river, passable by a nearby rock formation. The leads alert the rest of the flock to it, then in a cacophony of cries, the Struthiomimus flock unintentionally alert themselves to an unwanted presence. A young Giganotosaurus, hungry and agile, roars at the flock to disorient and scare them. Before long, the Struthiomimus begin to run, but not everyone can get away so easily. The flock tries to stay in unison, but the Giganotosaurus is determined. Some members continue safely, but others are caught in the onslaught of bites and screams. Miraculously, the entire flock was able to run to safety and lost the Giganotosaurus. The Struthiomimus, hurt and scared, flee as far as they can into a nearby forest. Late into the night, the flock continues their journey some time since they first began. Despite the troubles and weariness, the flock still intends to continue for as long as possible. The young members begin to shed their juvenile feather patterns for more mature coloration. It shows how long the flock has been on. Yet the flock still continues somewhat strong despite the time, running and speeding along at grand paces. Some adults flap their arms to create small streams of wind, allowing flock members to keep up at higher paces, a strange ability that still requires further research. The flock has decided to take a break from the long journey, sleeping, communicating, but most importantly, waiting for the fog around them to lift. Limiting the view of these Struthiomimus can be dangerous if anything tries to hunt them again. Yet some of the males are rowdy and desire to move along as soon as possible. Eventually, the flock decides to move, but with a noticeably more compact flock structure. The sun appears over the Struthiomimus as they reach the final stretch of a massive journey. Nearly all of the juveniles have grown to mature adult members of the flock. Just a little further, and they will have reached their home once more. At last, the flock begins trailing familiar grounds. After a long and tiring adventure, they can rest easy knowing the journey is over. It's still unknown why herbivores, in this case Struthiomimus, will partake in such taxing and long journeys just to end back where they started. Perhaps it's to always be on the go, constantly moving around to never get attacked. Or maybe an extreme method to raise young, allowing them to comfortably travel long distances. Whatever the true reasoning is behind the A.B.A. phenomenon, being able to observe something not easily known is one of the great things about science. And we here at the Prehistoric Animals of Arazoa Institution hope you enjoyed this documentation and learned a thing or two about the incredible wildlife of Gondwa. This is Dr. Skipper, signing off.